Hello all and welcome back to the channel Meet CISO. It's been a long I was not able to make the video due to the personal commitments, but now today we have created new video on securing the data at rest. So before we climb for securing the data at rest, I'll quickly go through what is data at rest. So data at rest means when the data is not traveling across the network and it is stored somewhere in disks or like database or backups, so that is called as data at rest. How do we secure the data? We secure the data by encrypting the disk or particular database. Generally, the disks are encrypted using the symmetric keys like AES 256, let's say. Yeah. So once the disk is encrypted, let's say if it is removed or stolen by any of the way, it will not be readable without the proper key. And a symmetric key requires the same key to lock and unlock or encrypt or decrypt the key. So decrypt the data, sorry. So the person who has removed the disk will not be having the symmetric key to decrypt, and that person will not be able to read the data. So let's see what's next, what's there in the next slide. So the next topic is TPM, Trusted Platform Module. So we'll cover what is TPM, why it is required, how it is being used. So just go through this. TPM is a dedicated hardware chip that is embedded on the motherboard. Why this particular trusted platform module is embedded on the motherboard? Because it provides the hardware root of trust. This is very important thing that you have to keep in mind, and that's why I'm highlighting here. That is the hardware root of trust. It provides the integrity. It's so that if something is extracted, if something is removed, some device is removed, then the TPM will not extract the key itself. Yeah. So if you see here, that is hardware bound keys. So key never leaves the TPM chain in plain text. They are used for cryptographic operations, and that provides the platform integrity. That's why it is always embedded on the motherboard. Yeah. So it measures boot components and seal encryption keys to a known good system state, preventing excessive tampering is detected. So tampering is someone is removing some or other uh, parts from the system itself. So this provides the integrity and it saves all the uh, keys within it, and it releases the key only if it has hardware root of trust that there is no tampering done. I hope I was able to explain your trusted platform module. If you still have any doubts, feel free to ask me in the comment section. Let's go to the next slide. So the next topic is very important, very amazing, and that is self-encrypting drives. So what is self-encrypting drive? It's encryption done directly on the drive itself. Yeah. So um, all data is automatically encrypted, and all your data will be secured, and that's like always on encryption and instant security is, let's say if the encryption key is destroyed, where the encryption key is stored, that's in the TPM, so it's very safe. So if the admin or the person who is accountable for the particular data in the disk, if that person decides that no one should ever access the data, if that person destroys the internal encryption key, then the data will be permanently inaccessible, and it is transparent to host. So OSC is a standard block device. All cryptographic operations are handled by the drive controller itself. Let's go to the next slide. So the next topic is HSM, that is hardware security module. Let's say um, HSM is very important topic. Why? Because it is one of the bestest way to manage the encryption or cryptography. It's a centralized key lifecycle management tool which generates, store, rotate, and audit keys for a single trusted boundary. So, what is HSM? It is a dedicated. So this is the term that you have to keep in mind. Dedicated tamper-resistant hardware device designed specifically for key management. So this particular device is just created for the key management and for the cryptographic operations. So why the HSMs are required? First of all, HSMs are required if you feel that your data is very confidential, strictly confidential. In that case, you need to secure your key separately, and that HSM is being used. Second, why HSM is being used? If you have huge computation required just for encrypting and decrypting the data, in that case, the limited computation within your existing server can be a bottleneck for you, and you need a separate HSM for that, so that the cryptographic encryptions and decryptions do take care in the separate devices. And next is sometimes government also mandates the HSMs for the banks, because banks do the transactions, they do the transactions that is very secure. So sometimes it's a regulatory requirement to have the HSMs in place. HSMs are generally temper evident and temper responsive also. Yeah, what is the difference between that? Evident means if something is tempered, then it will have all the detailed logs what tampering is done. And responsive is if some tampering is done, in that case it can also respond, like it can block certain transaction, block certain connections, and also I inform uh, the responsible team or the person that the tampering has been done actually. And this is also FIPS 142 and 3 validated. 142 and 3 is good validation. 1 is basic, 4 is the best one. So it meets stringent federal security standards for cryptographic modules. As I said earlier, this is required for regulatory purposes also, and it also has the centralized key life cycle management. So that is what the HSM says. So now let's go to the next slide and test your knowledge. So there are only two questions, and I would like you to go through this question and provide me your response in the comment section. First one is, which of the following best describes the role of a TPM in system security? First is encrypt all data stored on the disk directly. Second is provide hardware-based secure storage and management of cryptographic key. Function as a self-encrypting drive for automatic disk encryption. Acts as a software library for implementing encryption algorithm. Please provide me your answer in the comment section. If you are confused of what TPM is, you can go back to the TPM section that we have covered in this video and go through it once again, and then try to answer this particular option. Second question, which statement best describes the function of a self-encrypting drive? So that's a motherboard chip that stores cryptographic keys securely, storage device that automatically encrypts and decrypts all data at the hardware level, software tool that enforces encrypting policies on operating systems, a dedicated hardware module used for enterprise key management. Again, I'm waiting for you to give me your answers in the comment section for this. That's all for today, guys. I hope you have learned something, enjoyed the session and slide. Please do let me know what next topics shall I cover so that you can learn something new. Also, let me know your ideas on the topic covered today. Anything that you need that, okay, this can be more elaborative, let me know for sure. And share this video to your friends, to your family who is learning cybersecurity or preparing for any of the certificates. And do like this video and subscribe to my channel so that we can get more confident, more happy, and create more videos. Thank you so much for your time. Bye.